Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. I'm here with Rachel, and we're going to give you some tips and a little bit of education about home inspections, because this is a big question that we get from our buyers as they're looking for a new home, and also for sellers.
Hey guys, so a lot of times when we're out on showings and we're looking at properties, a lot of times buyers will say, well, I don't want to put an offer in on this house or get a contract on this house because I'm worried that something might be wrong with it. And we found that this is kind of a common misconception in real estate, that at the point that you're under contract, you just have to live with every single flaw in the house, and that's not the case, luckily. So we thought we would just take some time to explain how that process works from start to finish. So when you go see a house and you decide, well, I might be interested in this house, I want to move forward, at that point you put in what's called an offer. And that's where you're starting to negotiate mostly the price. There are also some other factors, but that's mostly price. You go back and forth with the seller until you guys come to terms on price, and at that point the property is considered under contract. And that's what that means when you have a contract on a house. However, that does not mean that you're just going to go ahead and close in a week and you're done. There's a lot of stuff that happens between being under contract and going to settlement. And one of the biggest things is the inspection process there. So when we actually write a contract, when you write that offer, we put what are called contingencies in the contract. And those contingencies give you the right to have inspections. And if you don't like the results, you back out of a contract.
Or you give the seller an opportunity to correct those issues if they choose to.
Exactly. So basically what would happen, there are a variety of inspections you can get done. Of course, we would always recommend you have a home inspection no matter what kind of property you're purchasing. There are also termite inspections.
Radon inspections, pool inspections. So you pretty much have the opportunity to get an inspection on every component of the house to make you feel comfortable with it before you're committed to moving forward and sitting at that settlement table.
Right. So once you have a home inspector come through the house, they'll take a look at all the major systems, the roof, the foundation, everything that you would be concerned could go wrong. They won't take down walls. That's something people wonder a lot. Like, can you look behind the walls? Will they pull up flooring? They're not going to do that kind of stuff and damage the house in any way. But anything that they can see crawling in the crawl space, in the attic, they will do. At the end of that, you'll get a report of all the major and minor issues that they found with the house, and you will have the opportunity to present to the seller what you would like repaired. And then again, just like with the contract price, you negotiate back and forth. The seller may say, well, I'm not going to do this, but I will do that. They may say I won't do anything. And once you come to terms, you either agree on the repairs, or if you can't come to terms, then you have the opportunity at that time to back out. So we just thought that was good information for people to have as you're looking at homes, to not have that fear that if you get a house under contract, you have to live with all the issues that you don't know about, because generally speaking, that is not the case.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that us as agents, we're experts in everything to do with a home, and we're not. We're not home inspectors, and there's people that are very trained and qualified that we work with in those areas that can advise you and give you an idea of the deficiencies that the house has and some things that you might want to consider getting repaired, or at least consider before purchasing the house and moving forward. And so we'll certainly point you in the directions of those experts. But it's very important to get a home inspection, a termite inspection, and depending on the situation,
Yes.
other inspections as well. So something that you want to consider. Now, typically also, one thing that we do want to mention is these inspections are typically at the buyer's expense. So a seller, if they have a septic system, most of the time will pay for that system to be inspected. But the rest of the inspections, whether it's home, termite, radon, pool, will most of the time be at the buyer's expense. So this is one thing to consider. And again, we can point you in the direction of those inspectors and even schedule it and set it up for you as well. So we're happy to help any way that we can. If you have any questions for us, please let us know. Enjoy this beautiful weather that we have this week. That's why we're outside today. Comment below if you have any additional questions. We're always available. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys.